Richard Dawkins. You explained the machine. Congratulations. But you never explained why the machine started crying. When the music came on, you buried God in the footnotes and spent your whole life visiting the grave. Hey, yo, Dawkins got a scalpel and a sermon in his teeth. Cut the bird down the middle, said, see, no belief. Cut the heart in the pumps, cut the love in the need. Cut the prayer in the neurons, cut the soul in the seed. You got microscope eyes, but a coffin for a chest. Turn wonder into homework, called the dead unimpressed. Said the world ain't magic, just election and stress. Cool, then why your voice shake when the children get blessed? You explain how the wind came, how the claws got made, how the fish crawled out with the spine half raised, how the ape stood up, how the tribe got laws, how the mouth learned grief, how the hand learned cause. But tell me why beauty keeps breaking the frame, why a sunset feel guilty when it whispers your name, why the mother still sings to the child in the grave, why a man wants mercy when he knows he ain't saved. You got genes, memes, dreams in a sequence, no throne, no king, no final allegiance, just meet with a library, lust with the thesis. Dust got organized and started asking what peace is. That's cute, but dust don't write requiems, dust don't kneel when the room gets heavy, dust don't forgive its executioners, dust don't bleed and call killers ready. You killed God in the book, but he rose in the womb. You laughed at the tomb, but you live in the tomb. You make man small, called it truth, called it clean, but the mud still screams when it touches the unseen. Gene with a God complex, king of the cage, preaching no heaven from a very high stage. You said we're just animals dressed up in art, and got mad when the animals acted like law. Oh, Richard, sit still, let the silence get loud. You turn the sky into math, but you still fear the cloud. You can name every star, every cell, every spark, but you can't tell me why I still pray in the dark. You said religion is a virus of the mind, but your cure looks sick when the lonely get prescribed. Face the cold truth, no design, no guide. Okay, now my little brother asking why people die. What I tell him? Your tears are adaptive, your grief got selected. Your love is a trick that your ancestors protected. Your mama is gone and the cosmos don't know. Be brave, little ape, let the chemical flow. Man, shut up. That ain't courage, that's a clean little knife. That ain't wisdom, that's frostbite dressed up as life. You brought facts to a funeral and called it light, then wonder why the widow didn't clap that night. You hate fairy tales, cool, I hate lies too, but you made truth homeless when you gutted the sky blue. You saw bad priests and thought Christ was the bruise, saw snakes in the church and blamed God for the zoo. I get it, some pulpits were predator nests, some collars hid right under holy address, some prayers got weaponized, some fathers did less, some God said sounded like a boom on a neck. But Judas being real don't make Jesus fraud. The wolf and the folk don't disprove the shepherd's rod. A cracked stained glass don't erase the sun. A bad son lying don't mean there's no sun. You swung at the mask, missed the face underneath, called the corpse fake cause you hated the grief. Took the worst of the church, made a god out of grief, then sold unbelief like intellectual relief. You killed God in the book, but he rose in the womb. You laughed at the tomb, but you live in the tomb. You made man small, called it truth, called it clean, but the mud still screams when it touches the unseen. Gene with a God complex, king of the cage, preaching no heaven from a very high stage. You said we're just animals dressed up in art, then got mad when the animals acted like law. Oh, Richard, sit still, let the silence get loud. You turn the sky into math, but you still fear the cloud. You can name every star, every cell, every spark, but you can't tell me why I still pray in the dark. Matt asked for evidence. You gave us inheritance. Matt said, define God. You said, define life until it stops looking holy. He was the guard at the gate. He built the zoo. You ever watch addiction eat the name off a man? Ever see your boy with a pistol in his hand? Ever hear grace ring through a cracked little phone while death sat still like it owned that home? What's your footnote? What's your peer review? When the barrel got lowered, who moved? Was it dopamine, kinship, mammal attachment, a survival reflex with a family accent? Fine, call it what you want when the light stays safe. Call it nerve, call it tribe, call it chance, call it aid. But the boy didn't need Latin for why he stayed. He needed love with a voice saying, come back, play. And love came low, not proud, not clean, not proven on a graph. Not fit for your machine, it came through static. Through a child, through a peeing hell, lost grip by an inch, that's enough for me. You want miracle to wear a lab badge first. Want God to submit to your hunger for terms. Want the holy to crawl through your little glass tube. Then act real shocked when it won't dance for you. Some truth ain't small cause your method too small. Some doors don't open just because you knock hard. You don't weigh your kiss on a scale and say, see, no marriage in the atoms today. You don't cut the song into pressure and air, then say no meaning. I check nothing there. You don't dissect the scream till the scream can't speak. Then call the silence evidence that the soul is weak. That's not science, that's vandalism with good lighting. That's all getting mugged in the classroom by your man who thinks name in the womb means healing it. You call faith childish but your myth grown stale. Hero in a lab coat, killing dragons made of straw bales. Sky daddy bronze age, cute little darts from a man who never learned how to speak to the heart. You not Darwin, you the priest of a shadow. Turned a grand old tree into an atheist gallows. Darwin saw grandeur in the tangled bank bright. You saw a courtroom with the stars stand trial. You flatten the hymn, flatten the cross, flatten the sinner, flatten the laws, flatten the mother, flatten the cause, and blamed us for asking where the vertical got lost. You say we evolved, amen, I agree. Mud got breathed on, became you, became me. But don't act like process disproves the hand. A potter can't work through the spin in the sand. You found the brush strokes and then not the art. Found the engine and marked the start. Found the letters and burned the chart. Then said the poem was only marked. Boy please, a recipe ain't dinner, a corpse ain't rest. A gene ain't guilt, a pulse ain't yes. A brain ain't truth, the tribe ain't grace. A scream ain't justice, a mirror ain't face. You got explanations stacked to the ceiling, but no ladder for meaning. No bread for the bleeding, no court for the murder. No home for the leaving, no file I saw when the victim stops breathing. And that's why the losers don't come to your throne. You offer clean facts with no road home. You say stand tall in the cosmic alone, but my people got ghosts chewing holes through bone. They don't need a lecture on Mars and light. They need somebody stronger than appetite. They need a king who goes in tonight and comes back scarred with the keys held tight.
You gave us wonder with the window shut. Gave us stars with the heavens cut. Gave us men with the image removed. Then asked why the room don't move. You gave us truth with no mercy near. Gave us death with no holy fear. Gave us love as a trick of the blood. Then got surprised when we drowned in the flood. But I got losers with names in his palm. I got addicts who live past dawn. I got mothers still lost in the black mold. I got brothers whose voices pull back souls. You got nature red, too sharp, clawed deep. We got a shepherd who bleeds for sheep. You got the selfish gene, cold and clever. We got a lamb who dies forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So here lies the gospel of beautiful dust. A kingdom of atoms pretending to trust. Here lies the man who made all look small and still couldn't answer why all came at all. Here lies the sneer, here lies the brand. Here lies the ape with a book in his hand. Here lies the myth, that myth is dead. Here lies the crown on a naturalist's head. You said no design, but your words seek order. Said no soul, but you rage at the slaughter. Said no judge, but you still want justice. Said no sacred, but human means something. Pick one, either man is a miracle wearing skin, or me got opinions and called them sin. Either evil is real in the heavens here, or stop using thunder when you mean I fear. Either love is more than a breed in disguise, or don't look shocked when the cold world lies. Either truth is holy and bind your breath, or your books are just noises afraid of death. I don't hate you, Richard, I hate what you shrink. I hate when the soul gets drowned in ink. I hate when the child at the edge of the grave gets told he's a primate that learned to behave. I hate when the stars get stripped for parts. I hate when the mind gets used against the heart. I hate when the wound is denied its cry. Cause a proud man needs an empty sky, but Christ still reigns where the microscope stop. Where the proud get low when the false gods drop. Where the loser crawls in with his last little breath, and the king says mine at the mouth of death. You can keep your cold throne, keep your lecture hall, keep your gene made ghost with no ghost at all. Keep your little God called nothing above. I'll be with the crucified scandal of love, cause I seen too much grace to call it pretend. Seen hell lose teeth when the prayers came in. Seen boys come back from the trigger's grin. Seen blood tell truth that your books can't pin. So run the experiment, lock the door, kill the myth, name the corpse, trace the nerve, nap the brain, wave the tear, explain the pain. Then when the night gets still and the grave feels near, and the silence says something you don't wanna hear when your own clean world starts closing in, and the question you buried starts breathing again. Don't call Matt, don't call the crowd, don't call it Noron, don't say it loud. Just sit real still where the dark gets wide, and ask why the nothing got teeth inside. Ask why the hunger knows your name. Ask why your wonder survived the flame. Ask why the dust keeps looking above. Ask why the ape still dies for love. Then tell me again, with your chest full of clay, that God is a trick weak men made. Tell me again, while the losers sing, while the grave coughs up what it couldn't keep. Tell me again from your beautiful cage that the author is dead, 'cause you turned the page. Matt was the question mark, you were the period, but Christ is the sentence. Death could not finish. And the gene bowed too.